Are you growing together? Or are you growing apart? That's the question you need to ask yourself about your relationship, your marriage, your connections. What is happening? Are you growing with them or growing without them? I'm 40 years old. I'm divorced and I'm excited about getting married again. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I don't know if you're married. I don't know what your situation is, but you need to ask yourself one question. Are you guys going on the same journey together or are you growing in two different directions? Because depending on which one of these is actually true for you, that depends on the longevity or the lifeline of your marriage or relationship. If you're not growing together, you're going to grow apart. You're going to grow apart so much that you're going to look across and not know who it is that you decided to be with. I don't know if I'm talking to anyone. I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship where you thought you were going to be with that person for a long time. You thought this was the love of your life, but you figured out that you guys didn't grow together. You actually grew apart. So the key question is, inevitably you're going to grow, but are you going to grow together? I think it's time that you and I start asking ourselves really important questions about the love of our lives, about being in relationships, about being in connections with people. It's about shared vision. If you want to be in a relationship, a marriage, if you want to be in love with someone, you need to be sharing. And I'm going to go over this. 4 key points that's going to help you realize if you're growing together or growing apart. First thing you need to know, okay, is there a shared vision for the connection? Not a partnership, a connection. You see, partnerships are like business deals. I may like you one day, I may not like you the other day. We're partners. I don't have to have a emotional connection to you. But if we're connected, if we're in a relationship, then there's something different. There's another level to our relationship. There's another level of need, another level of necessity. So we have to make sure that we're sharing the same vision. Where do I see myself going in my life? And here's the thing, asking your partner the same question. Hey, sweetheart, hey, where do you think you're going to be in the next 5 years, 2 years, 3 years? Instead of this is what I wrote this down because I don't want to forget this. Instead of asking a person, hey, how was your day? Ask the person, hey, how's your life going? It's time that you start asking your partner, what's going on with your life? Are you going and growing together or are you growing apart? What are your visions for your life? Are they shared or are they completely disconnected? That's the first thing you need to find out. If you're connected, are you sharing the same visions? Here's the second thing you're going to need to do. This is my favorite question. Is my relationship on autopilot? Is my relationship on autopilot? Is my relationship just running itself? I have no idea when the last time I gave my partner, flowers, or when's the last time we went on a date? When's the last time I took my wife or her husband on a trip together? When was the last time we did something fun? When was the last time we did something for the first time? Right? Autopilot. What is autopilot? Autopilot looks like this. You get in a relationship, you get married, 1 year, 6 months go by, you take the seatbelt off and you start wandering around your relationship. And no one's managing See, here's the thing about autopilot. Nobody's managing the relationship. When people get in relationships, they get really comfortable, right? And they get so comfortable that they think that they don't have to manage the relationship anymore. This is the second thing. If you want to know if you're growing together or growing apart, find out if you're running the relationship on autopilot. What does that mean? That means that we've gotten so comfortable with each other that we've stopped managing the relationship on a day-to-day basis. Autopilot means we've stopped managing the relationship on a day-to-day basis. What does that mean? I have no idea if your needs are being met. I have no idea if you like me right now. I have no idea if you're upset with me. We are not checking in daily with each other, right? That's what autopilot means. That means that the relationship is running itself. Now, here's the downfall about autopilot. It seems like, hey, Gerald, that's cool. Why can't the relationship run itself? Why do I need to be hands-on in my relationship? Here's why. If you don't manage the relationship, when you take the seatbelt off, no one's driving the relationship car. You end up crashing and the relationship's over. That's what happens with autopilot. No one's managing it. You take the seatbelt off, the relationship's over. Okay? That's it. Are we growing together or are we growing apart? This is let's keep unpacking this. Prioritizing intentional conversations. I love this. Stop talking about things that don't have a lasting effect. What does that mean? If you're wanting to grow together instead of growing apart from your partner, talk about things that have a lasting effect. Let's talk about dynasty, legacy. Let's talk about your mental and emotional health. What does that look like? And those are the conversations that you should be prioritizing. And here's the thing. If you're not growing together, someone's not going to want to have those conversations. This is how you're going to identify if you're growing together or growing apart. Can you have the difficult conversations? That's going to be the key. How much can you go into the deep end of your relationship? Let's talk about childhood trauma. Let's talk about the worst thing is that instead of asking, how's my day? Ask me, how's your life? How's your life going? Are your dreams, sweetheart, is there anything I can help you with as far as your dreams, your motivation, your aspirations? Constantly making sure that you're growing with your partner. What do I mean by growing with your partner? Whatever it is that you're on, I'm on. Because if we're not going in the same direction, we're going to grow in a different direction. If we're not growing, we're going. Going where? Apart from each other. We have to grow together. We have to. Here's another one. Supporting individual growth without distance. You can evolve separately. You could go on a growth journey by yourself, but make sure you bring them with you. If you're trying new things, bring your partner with you. If you want to experience something fantastic, bring your partner with you. Don't go and find out if they want to do it. You never know. They may be curious. They may be interested in the same things you are, but you need to ask them. You need to make sure, hey, can we integrate and bring in the things that you like and I like together so we can grow together? I want to know what you're doing and I want you to know what I'm doing. Why? Why do I want to know why do I want to know what my wife is doing? Why should you want to know what your husband's doing? It's important because you want to make sure that you're growing with them instead of growing without them. Are you growing with them or without them? Are you growing together or are you growing apart? These are some things that you need to ask yourself if you're going to be in a relationship and manage a healthy relationship with your wife, with your boyfriend, with your husband. How are we managing our time together? Are we really bringing up topics and subjects that are meaningful, that have a lasting effect on our children, on our lives? Are we talking about who won the basketball game? Are we talking about the weather? Are we talking about what we're going to eat tonight or what TV show or what is it that you're how are you growing together? Or are you just existing together, existing on the same plane, but not growing anywhere? Not going anywhere. You're not growing anywhere. Are you growing in your relationships with each other? Are you growing closer? Closer with how you think, closer with the way you see your visions and your dreams and your goals? Are you growing closer or growing apart? And I hope today I've given you some key things to help you see, am I really growing with my partner? Am I on autopilot? Am I not managing my relationship emotionally, mentally, physically? These are some really key things that will help you manage your marriage, your relationships with your boyfriend, your girlfriends. And I hope this brings value. Make sure you follow us on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.